The Amazon is one of the most mysterious regions in the world. It is a dense and lush forest where thousands of species of plants and animals live in recent years. Archaeologists have discovered evidence that a great civilization flourished in the Amazon. Thousands of years ago, this civilization was complex and prosperous with great cities and irrigation systems, a civilization as advanced as Egypt. But what happened to this civilization because it disappeared in this video? Let's explore the most recent archaeological discoveries. About the Amazon Empire, let's see how this civilization was. Like it prospered, and because of it disappeared. The most recent archaeological research carried out in Brazil, concluded in 2022, showed evidence that there was a true empire in the Amazon. There were large cities with buildings, temples, monuments, and they were linked by a network of stone roads that would make you envious to the Roman Empire. They waited for 1,000 years and disappeared. Our story begins in 1541 with the Spanish adventurer Francisco de Orellana. He heard the same story that many Spanish explorers had also heard, that there was an indigenous tribe with a lot of gold, and so he set out to discover this place. The expedition left from what is now Lima in Peru and went down the Rio Coca River. They reached a much larger river that they didn't know. The current was too strong for them to be able to return, so they decided to continue going down the river. The trip would last months until they finally arrived to the Atlantic Ocean. Was the first expedition that covered the entire Amazon River. The diary of this expedition was written by Gaspar Carvajal, who said that they found many interesting things, such as a large settlement that stretched for kilometers on the riverbank. There were also wide roads heading towards the inland. This expedition became famous in Europe, and Uvina received a commission from the Spanish king for exploring the entire region. It is worth remembering that through the Treaty of Tordesillas, this entire region from Belém to the Pacific was from Spain. Orellana even tried to make another expedition, but he died in 1546. Without having succeeded 150 years later, a group of Jesuits decided to travel the Amazon River again. Going the opposite way, they found nothing big cities or roads, only small indigenous groups. Then it began to be considered that the Orellana expedition saw nothing. That was all a fantasy to gain fame in Europe, and this belief lasted for more than 300 years, until at the end of 1992, the North American anthropologist Michael Hackenberg decided to spend vacations in an indigenous tribe in the Amazon Uru in the north of Mato Grosso. He ended up gaining the trust of the members of the tribe, who decided to show him a place. He followed the chief there and was surprised to see that it was a huge pit 9 m wide and 3 m deep that extended for more than 1 kilometer. Searching the ground, Hackenberg suddenly realized that it was full of small pottery shards. At that moment, he decided to cancel the rest of the vacation and start an official research. Right there, in a short time, Hackenberg realized that he had stumbled upon something incredible. The first traces of the Amazon Empire. The huge ditch was just a small part of a series of flat earthworks and archaeological sites that stretched across the entire region. Hackenberg worked in northern Mato Grosso for 10 years, until in 2003 he finally published the results of the research in the magazine Science. Surprisingly, Hackenberg discovered no less than 19 settlements that were connected by roads up to 20 mi wide, equal to a modern 4-lane highway. Even more unbelievable, the study revealed that the settlements between the settlements were carefully managed, intentionally organized into orchards and agricultural fields. Based on what they found, Hackenberg calculated that the settlements could house between 5,000 people. Carbon dating indicated that they were from 800 to 1500. That is, they were as large as European cities from the same time. In 1999, Aloisio Hansen decided to study strange formations on the ground that he had seen when he was still a geography student. Hansen discovered that these formations, called geoglyphs, are traces of huge earthworks in the region. They are circles and rhombuses, hexagons, rectangles, interconnected, and much more. each one measuring about 90 to 300 meters in diameter and 6 meters deep. And who built these works? And when good, this is already a subject for another video. If you liked this video, then share it with that. So, friend your friend who is interested in this subject. Leave your like if subscribe and turn on notifications to stay up to date with discoveries that are changing history.